Hey, brother.
A lot of what there was.
All right, that's all.
You will repeat.
Right.
Yeah. We can do it in boardroom?
All right. Yeah, we could go in the boardroom there. Let me just.
Wait for it.
Right. Here we go. Let me just wait for it to build up now. All right. Where's Cole, boy? Where's Cole?
It's cold.
Where's Cole? Come, Cole. All right. Whew. Let me just let the light build up. Do me a favor. Look, I want to share this. Because today is a day for celebration. Today is a day for us as a people in Trinidad and Tobago, everyone to celebrate. It does not matter your background. It does not matter where you come from. At the end of the day, today is a day for celebration and vindication. Now, firstly, before I introduce the star boys here, I want to say something. This case I dedicate to my father, Inshan Ishmael, a respectable man, a man who gave me my name, and I made a promise that I will protect that name for as long as I live. Right? So, I am also dedicating this to all the people whose names were called in songs before. The late Basdev Pandey and Uma Pandey. Right? Veera Bhajan, Satmaraj, and all these people whose names were called. But here what, man? Let me introduce these fellas. Of course, my lead attorney here, Richard Jagisar. Richard.
Good morning.
And of course, we have our good friend Cole here. Right? So let us. Right. Richard, you go. Right. Richard, go ahead.
All right. We come in more in the frame. They want to see.
No. We will put one star boy at a time.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Or good morning. Yes, we have just received the decision, which will be reduced to writing sometime between now and tomorrow, by the Honorable Justice Frank Sipasad in the matter of Inshan Ishmael against Weston Rollins, aka Cro Cro. That decision is an important and significant decision for Trinidad and Tobago. That decision settles the issues that have long plagued our society, namely the balancing of freedom of expression, which is a constitutional and fundamental right, against defamation, the law on defamation. To my surprise, the esteemed seniors, more than one, argued and put before the court that essentially the defamatory words of a song ought to be protected by some sort of privilege. Those words were essentially, and they also argued, those words was an attack on Mr. Ishmael's good reputation. And they argued that should somehow be protected, thereby hurting and damaging Calypso. This judgment, in effect, saves Calypso. This judgment helps us pause and understand the origin of Calypso and the cultural background and the democratic need for Calypso, that is giving a voice to the voiceless. And in my opinion, the judgment protects Calypso. And as a result of all that has transpired, the court has determined that the song was defamatory. The words was malicious. It was a cantankerous, malicious, unprofessional attack on Mr. Ishmael's character. And as a result, we have received a successful judgment on the claim, and $250,000 in damages, as well as cost to be paid. Now, there was an injunction in March, and because of that, we still have to get cost on that assessed, and we will do so. So in all, in the round, it may be in the vicinity of about $300,000. And I want to take the opportunity to remind everybody that at the end of the day, there ought to be no race in Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody here was born, with a Trinidad and Tobago birth certificate. And therefore we are Trinbagonians and Tobagonians. In fact, there are those that wish to imply some political motives on us, all of us. As a young person and as a young professional, I call on all of us, old and new, to ignore the lines of segregation, ignore those people who profit from racial division or division of any kind. And I remind those persons of the words of Dr. Eric Williams in his Independence Day speech when he said, "There is no Mother Africa, there is no Mother India, there is no Mother China, there is only Mother Trinidad and Tobago." And just like an actual mother, a mother has no favorites. And
my mother had favorites, Richard. My mother used to always tell me I was the best son. Out of 14 children.
She could never tell you I was the best looking.
No. That is something we all agree with.
Yes. And at the end of the day, we should be proud to say we live in the Caribbean. We live in a multi-ethnic, multi-racial society. And we should be proud to say we live in a society where brethren can dwell peacefully with brethren. And I think that is essentially what the judgment does. That is my standpoint. That is all I have to say on the matter. Well, I know there was...
Well, there's a gentleman to your right here. And this gentleman here, introduce yourself, sir.
Hi everyone, I'm Andre Cole, and I'm a recent...
Andre, somebody asked me if you're married. You're married, Andre?
I have to keep some secrets to myself, you know.
You're looking like a dancer. You know what I mean? So anyway, go ahead.
But I just want to say that I'm a new addition to the team, and sometimes when you face adversity, sometimes when you join and you say, wow, it doesn't look like you could actually address the challenge in front of you, knowing that with faith and working hard, you can overcome. And I think that was one of the greatest lessons here. So many times throughout this, we faced a lot of challenges, a lot of struggle, and we made it through. So I just want to encourage everyone who's looking, like whatever your difficulty is, having support and that perseverance will definitely see you through to the end.
But Andre, I don't know if you realize how historic this is. Two young attorneys and one not so young, which is Trancuso, went up against two senior counsels, /MP, /senator, and won. This has to be history, because everybody was telling me when I was doing this matter, why don't you take this senior counsel and that senior counsel? And I decided that I would take Richard, and then when I was introduced to you, I realized by talking to you after the first few minutes, I realized that you and Richard cut from the same cloth. Not only that, I realized that two of you also study together. So I would like to thank you, because basically you were one of the persons that helped keep me grounded and focused to succeed where we are. And I truly appreciate, what you have done, what Richard and the whole entire team. But I would like to acknowledge one person, and that is a man who is not qualified as an attorney, and a woman who is not qualified as an attorney, but I feel they should enter the bar. And we are talking about the one on Caroni Savannah Road. And I'm talking about Mr. Jagisa, who is Richard's father, and Indra. These two people were also pillars on my side, and I would personally like to thank Indra and Mr. Jagisa. God bless you, because two of you are two unique people. And I think with both of you by Richard's side, Richard has and his team has just begun their journey. Fellas, we gotta celebrate. Richard? Oh, no, wait. I wanna hail out my partner here.
Who's that? Selwyn Cujo?
Selwyn Cujo.
Yes.
Selwyn Cujo say what?
Cro Cro the Warrior King.
Cro Cro the Warrior King. Well, I agree, because right now he's worrying where to get 300,000. Right? So he is the Warrior King. Yes. Right? So I would like to thank the Honorable, and he was very meticulous in his judgment. I mean, everything was...
Yes. I think a significant aspect of the judgment is how deep he went into the song creating a we versus them mentality. And he in essence, he criticized that mode of operation. And I think it is based, I think that has struck me. And I think above all else, I hope that all of the parties involved in this matter, all of the senior attorneys in the matter, we can all agree that that is where our country should be headed. A country should be headed in a democratic state filled with unity and love for brother and brother, neighbor and neighbor, and sister.
My dear friends, all I have to say in ending is that I saw one thing in that courtroom where my attorneys were mocked at one point in time. And they were laughed at and ridiculed. And I'm not going to mention by who. But I'm just saying that to the senior attorneys outside there, you did not reach where you reach today by not making a mistake or a little faux pas. At the end of the day, you reach where you reach with trial and error, with wins and losses. And this is not a good day for those of you who stand with that SC. Because let me tell you something, these young men, I want to encourage attorneys like Richard, stand strong. And no matter if Goliath is going against you, once you have the backing of people like Cole and your parents and your team around you, and God first of all, you're good to go. So friends, we are going to celebrate. And what happens is that 100% of these funds, not $1 going in my pocket, 100% will go towards our hospital project and other charitable needs. Right? So I don't, in terms of this money is to go towards our charitable things. I don't want $1 to put in my pocket for a phone, for a car. At the end of the day, this must go back to help those people in need. All right? So take care, Cole, again, my brother. See?
Bye, everyone.
No, they want to know. The girl just asked, Cole single?
Next time.
Cole, you're blushing. Cole, you're blushing. Cole, you're blushing. All right? So, folks, take care. Boy, let me tell you something. Good morning. This was a great morning. Celebration in the office here. Celebration. We're going to buy doubles.
And Sahina and
Sahina and Barra. I'm Polori.